On storm-battered cliffs at the edge of the world, a remarkable bird returns from the open ocean. Tiny, yet resilient. Playful, yet powerful. This is the puffin, known as the clown of the sea. But beneath its colorful disguise lies one of nature's greatest survivors. High on the rugged cliffs of the North Atlantic, a small, brightly colored bird makes its home. With its comical waddle, vibrant beak, and quick wings, the puffin has captured imaginations for centuries. But this bird is more than a symbol of charm. It is an ocean wanderer, a skilled hunter, and a devoted parent. This is the Atlantic puffin, Fratercula arctica. Adults stand about 20 centimeters tall, weigh just 400 to 500 grams, and stretch their wings to 63 centimeters across. Despite their small size, these hardy seabirds can live for more than 20 years in the wild, sometimes even reaching 30. Their beaks, so bright in summer, fade to a duller shade in winter, only to return to their full splendor when the breeding season begins. It is a transformation that marks the cycle of life on the cliffs. But the Atlantic puffin is only one member of a remarkable family. In fact, there are 3 puffin species, each adapted to the harsh northern seas. The horned puffin, Fratercula corniculata, lives in the North Pacific, from Alaska to Siberia. Its striking white face and small dark horns above the eyes set it apart. The flamboyant tufted puffin, Fratercula cirrata, wears sweeping golden head feathers and a deep red bill. It thrives along the Pacific Rim, from California up through the Aleutians and across to Japan. Together, these 3 species form the puffin family, spanning oceans, yet sharing the same extraordinary life of flight, fishing, and fierce devotion to their young. At sea, puffins are expert divers. Using their wings like flippers, they propel themselves beneath the waves in search of food. Small fish, sand eels, caplin, sprat, and herring make up the bulk of their diet. A single puffin can carry more than 10 fish crosswise in its beak at once, thanks to a unique hinge in its jaw. Each spring, thousands return to these coastal cliffs to breed. Unlike most seabirds, puffins don't build open nests. Instead, they dig burrows, sometimes more than a meter long, where a single egg is laid. Puffins are largely monogamous. Most form long-term pair bonds, returning to the same mate and often the same burrow year after year. Their courtship is simple, yet tender. A gentle rubbing of bills, known as billing, which strengthens their bond. Both parents share the responsibility of incubating and raising the chick, or puffling, as it's affectionately called. After just 6 weeks, the young bird faces its greatest challenge, leaving the safety of the burrow to find the open sea. Guided only by moonlight reflecting on the water, the puffling ventures out alone. From this moment, it will never see its parents again. Its survival depends entirely on instinct. For most of the year, puffins vanish from our coasts. They are pelagic birds, a word that means they spend their lives far out at sea, rarely coming near land except to breed. Atlantic puffins scatter across the North Atlantic, breeding in Russia, Iceland, Ireland, Britain, Norway, Greenland, Newfoundland and Labrador, Nova Scotia, and Faroe Islands, and as far south as Maine in the west and France in the east. It is most commonly found in the Westman Islands, Iceland. Horned puffins roam the North Pacific, between Alaska, Siberia, and Japan. Tufted puffins are found throughout the North Pacific Ocean. Though they look clumsy on land, puffins are powerful flyers. Beating their wings up to 400 times per minute, they reach speeds of 80 kilometers an hour. At sea, they are perfectly at home. But storms, predators, and food shortages can all take their toll. For centuries, puffins were hunted for their meat and feathers. Today, their greatest threat comes from climate change. Warming seas are shifting fish populations, leaving puffins with less to eat. Of the 3 puffin species, the Atlantic puffin is most at risk, now classed as vulnerable. Others, like the tufted puffin, remain more stable, but all depend on cold, fish-rich seas. Conservation efforts are underway, but their future remains uncertain. Yet puffins remain a symbol of wild coasts and resilient life. With their striking colors and determined spirit, they remind us of the delicate balance that sustains our oceans. The puffin's story is more than its own. It is the story of the oceans that feed us, the climates that shape us, and the fragile bonds that connect all life on Earth. To watch a puffin take flight is to glimpse the wild spirit of our planet, bright, determined, and full of hope. And just as the puffin inspires wonder on the cliffs and seas, it inspires us too. At Kahu Peak, our puffin designs celebrate this remarkable bird, playful, resilient, and unforgettable. Wear the puffin with pride and carry a piece of the wild with you wherever you go.